How are the beautiful porcelain pots made in our village?
Let me take you behind the scenes. It all begins in the hills, where my uncle searches for a special kind of white stone.
He breaks off the softest pieces and brings them home so we can make the purest clay. We place those stones in our traditional mortar, and he slowly crushes them with his feet until they turn into fine powdery dust. Next, we sift the powder through a wooden sieve to keep only the smoothest part. Then I mix it with water and let it rest for 48 hours. The dust settles at the bottom, the water separates on top, and by morning, we're left with soft, clean clay. We transfer the clay into a pit and my uncle kneads it with his feet for about 15 minutes. This makes it smooth, elastic, and ready to shape. Heavy stones are placed on top overnight to remove extra moisture, making the clay perfect for pottery. The next morning, we take this freshly prepared clay to the potter's wheel. With gentle hands and full focus, we start shaping it. One small mistake can ruin the whole piece, so every movement matters. First, we make a small cup, then a light, simple plate, and finally, a beautiful kettle, each piece reflecting the calm and simplicity of our village life.
After shaping, the pots dry under the open sky overnight.
The next day, we refine them by trimming the edges and smoothing the surfaces for a clean finish. We add tiny handles, small details, and simple designs, little flowers, leaves, and patterns that make every piece unique. Then we dip the pots into a watery clay mixture called slip. This gives them a natural coating and adds more strength. Once ready, the pots are placed inside iron boxes and put into the blazing kiln for 24 hours. We seal the kiln with mud and stones to hold the heat. All night, we monitor the temperature, because even a small change can destroy the pots inside. 2 days later, when the kiln finally cools, we carefully open it. Inside are bright, pure white porcelain pots, shiny, strong, and full of the earthy fragrance of our land. These pots aren't just beautiful to look at. They're natural, chemical-free, and everything cooked or served in them tastes richer and healthier. I love these pots deeply, especially the ones made by my uncle and my grandfather with so much patience and love.